I am Iron Man.
So now it's time to talk about Iron Man's fights, and you know that this character has been appeared supplementary because MCU started with Iron Man. But there are some things that put Iron Man's fights ahead of the rest. The mechanical action of Iron Man's suits, glowing repulsors, tremendous head-up display, all of them are amazing to watch. Because such a futuristic tech actions you could not notice much in the MCU. Before I start, I want to tell you that my ranking in this list that the names mentioned in this list are based on the names of the events, like the final battle of Iron Man 3, that was battle on the Norco. So if you know a fight by another name, then do not get confused by listening to their event's name. Battle of Gulmira. When our hero realized that in the first Iron Man movie, that what is his company doing behind his back? Then Tony decides to do something good with his tech. Where he weaponized his new suit and leaves to Gulmira. Where the Raz's people are attacking on civilians before long Iron Man's marvelous entry. After which Iron Man destroys all the Stark Industries weapon of 10 rings by killing all the terrorists there. However, between this, Iron Man is attacked by a tank and he kicked off it with only one missile. And also destroys all Jericho missile. Battle at Stark Expo. So, after the first Iron Man movie, Marvel Studios knew that fans wanted to see more Iron Man actions. That's why in the first phase we saw 2 Iron Man movies. So, in Iron Man 2 Justin Hammer was disclosing his hammer drone with which he brings War Machine Mark I. At that time Tony comes in his Iron Man armor. But before Tony asks about Vanko to Hammer, Vanko order his drones and War Machine to attack on Tony. And then we saw Iron Man vs War Machine fight.
Get out of here! Go! This whole system's been compromised!
Let's take it outside!
Where Black Widow overrides Vanko programming of War Machine. After that our armor superheroes fight with Hammer's drones and at the end of it both fought with Whiplash.
Oh, this ain't gonna be good.
Where they both defeat Whiplash with learned new technique from their recent fight. In Captain America Civil War, when Iron Man know about Captain America's escape plan, then he comes in front of Steve with Rhodey and the other Avengers. Where he told Steve to hand over Bucky to him. However, Cap denied that and Tony called Spider-Man into field. After that the Civil War has begun. However, this is one of the few fights where Tony was fighting, he came only to detain them not to hurt or kill. And almost Cap and the rest of the team had the same in mind. But due to some big surprises and big accidents, Cap and Bucky left airport field. Battle on the Norco. In Iron Man 3, Tony and Rhodey reaches at the oil tanker of the Norco by tracing Aldrich Killian. Where Tony brings Iron Legion except Mark 42. And then Tony celebrates Christmas. Tony changes the suits one after the other. However, Tony also feels that he has lost the paper. After which we saw Tony and Killian face to face, and the matter changes after the arrival of Mark 42. Despite its poor entry, it is devastated by the blowing Killian.
Jarvis, do me a favor and blow Mark 42.
Battle of New York.
You seeing this?
Seeing. Still working on believing. Where's Banner? Has he shown up yet?
In the Avengers 2012, Battle of New York started with the Iron Man. Where the rest of the Avengers are preparing to come to the battle, while Tony is asking Loki that would you like a drink? After which he alone manages the Chitauri army until the other Avengers arrive. A nuclear missile is left in the middle of the battle. Tony takes the missile without any thought.
So invincible.
Duel of Johannesburg. When Hulk was out of control in Avengers Age of Ultron and other Avengers' senses were not in command. Then Tony goes himself without any concern to introduce Hulk to Hulkbuster. As Tony takes the Banner's name in front of Hulk, the fight begins. And then Tony breaks Hulk's teeth with the single punch of Hulkbuster, breaks his armor's parts, and throws Hulk into a building. And even when Hulk doesn't calm down, Tony gives him a punch of love. Battle of Sokovia. Even after tracking Ultron in Avengers Age of Ultron, Tony came in front of Ultron in that battle. Where the other Avengers were taking the civilians towards safety and evac Sokovia, at that instant Tony was figuring out Ultron's plan. After that plan came out, all the Avengers started people around soaring Sokovia. However, after all the calculations, Tony got the idea that the Earth could be saved only by the tear-down soaring Sokovia. And then the Avengers wicket Ultron as soon as the shield arrives. After Avengers have cleared out all the civilizations on Sokovia, Tony and Thor together devastated Sokovia.
Thor, on my mark.
Battle at the HYDRA facility.
You can't beat him hand to hand.
Analyze his fight pattern.
There is one thing that proves in Civil War that is Helmut Zemo is very dangerous man who finally turned Iron Man and Captain America against each other with the help of his colossal planning. After which we saw Iron Man chasing Bucky and Cap saving Bucky. Here we can all understand the grief of Iron Man, which was fueling him to kill Bucky. Although Iron Man undoubtedly lost to Cap. Because he wanted to kill Bucky, not Cap. But even our armor Avenger might or might not have a suit, but someone could barely stand in front of him. Battle of Earth. If you are thinking that this battle should be first in the list of Tony's best fight, then I would like to tell you that it was the best fight of the Avengers, not Tony's. However, the Iron Man action here was awesome. But maybe Tony was more out of touch because of him being aged or being 5 years away from any fight. That's why his any massive fight moments were not in this movie. However, the thing that was massive was the final act of this battle. Where Tony sees Doctor Strange and understands what he has to do here so they could win, and Tony does the same.
And I am Iron Man.
So, I would like to mention some honorable fights in advance before rising on this number. These were great fights, but could not make it to this list. These fights were Iron Man 1's Tony Stark escape, Avengers 2012's Iron Man vs. Thor, Iron Man 3's Mandarin Hunt, Infinity War's Iron Man vs. Black Order, Iron Man 2's Duel of Monaco, and Avengers Age of Ultron's attack on HYDRA research base. Last Man Standing. When Guardians heap up in Avengers Infinity War, Spider-Man saves them and Doctor Strange was also injured. Then the only Avenger stands in front of Thanos. And that Avenger wasn't going to give up so soon. This fight of Iron Man is his best fight. Where our armored Avenger does give Thanos a tough fight, but at one point Thanos' blood came out from a punch. However, Tony loses here. Here Thanos also respect him by saying that he hopes that people will remember him. And we know that people will always remember him. So, this was the video about Iron Man's top 10 fights. This video is precisely proof of why Iron Man is a fan favorite. However, we still missed any details or you have new fact related this video, then do tell us in comments. And also tell us in comments that which is your favorite fight of Iron Man. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and share. Also subscribe our YouTube channel for all such superhero contents.